the immigration process, the paperwork, and all of that, the money, it is not cheap. It is not cheap. You practically have to pay for everything. When you file the I-130, you have to pay that money. There's a form, I think it's DS 260. But people, you can do your research. You have to pay for that. You have to pay for the affidavits of support, which about, I think, is around 120. Don't know if it increased. You have to pay for that. The only time I know you don't pay for it, maybe it's changed, is when like you're here, you're filing all of your paperwork together. I think you don't pay for it. But once you're out the country and someone is filing for you, they have to pay for that affidavits of support. Also, if you need a joint sponsor, the joint sponsor don't pay. It's just the main sponsor pay for the affidavits of support. If you file paperwork, it's more expensive than if you file online. I usually like to do my thing online, but sometimes they want more additional evidence, so I just submit it instead of send it in online. There's also the visa processing fee. You have to pay for that, and then medical fee you have to pay for. So there's a lot of fees that you have to pay for. So my subscriber, you know yourself, you said I must be careful. Oh, I talk about paying for affidavits of support. Yes, you got to pay for it. You have to pay for the submitting of the documents, the processing of the documents. It's usually 120. I don't know if it's increased, but you have to pay for it. Okay, you have to pay for it. And everything that I did, I pay twice because I was filing for my husband and my daughter. I had to pay twice. So it was not cheap. Oh, I get so much money to pay for the process. One, the immigration process, it takes time. As it said, it's a process. So when you put in a paperwork, like for when you submit the I-130, it takes a little while for them to answer you. So it gives you a little time to bounce back from paying that first money. Right? It gives you a little time to bounce back. So when they send the approval letter, say they get your I-130 and it's approved, they're going to show you how to process it. They're going to tell you the next step going forward. Then when you pay for that, give you a little time again, and so on and so forth. So you get a little time to breathe. And what I did, I took a second job. People, mind you, I did not drive. I use up Uber. I get ride from my friend and all of that. I worked from 8 to 4 and I got a second job. What I do, I normally get something that is close to the job that I used to work. So if I do get an Uber, it would be like $5, $6, somewhere about there. Or maybe I will get a little ride from somebody that is going that way. Because you usually know where your coworker drive. We talk. So they will say, Sharon, you leaving now? Or Sharon, can I give you a ride? That's how it used to be for me, people. Because the type of person I am, I'm a very sociable person. I am a helpful person. I'm always doing things for people at my job. So in return, they would like give me a lift and all of that because they know that I did not drive. I would get a job close to me. I remember I got a job in a store, a big store, a very well-known store. And I used to work from around 4:30 to closing. You have to do the go box. You have to put the store in order. Sometimes you have to put new stuff on the rack, clean up the store, sweep up, all of that. So sometime by we're finished, it's like 12 o'clock, 12:30. And I will take my Uber, go home. So when Mr. Francis usually visit, you will see Mr. Francis on the balcony waiting for me. Sometimes I don't reach home till after 1 people. And then I have to go back to work at 8. And my ride usually maybe 6:37. So, you know, I hardly get any sleep. And it always takes me a while to wind down. I don't fall asleep quickly, so it takes me a time to wind down. So Mr. Francis is usually on the balcony waiting for me. But that was extra income because you can't expect somebody from Jamaica to help you with all these filing fees because it's too expensive. And I could not ask Mr. Francis and my daughter to help me because they just didn't have it. And it would have taken me a while for Mr. Francis to work and give me the money. He was doing most of the things down there as relates to bills and my daughter. Even though I would send money, he was still taking care of the majority of things. So I used to work and I used to do overtime. When I don't go to that store, I used to do overtime at work. Like, I used to work with the admissions department just to get extra money. I used to work with the social service department, used to help them do things. Medical record department, I used to help my administrator, the assistant administrator. I used to help oh God, people, I used to help everybody. I used to help the kitchen. I used to help activities. And all of that I did it after my job. So sometimes I was stuck at work 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And where I used to live from work, it was far, people, it was far. But I took Uber, and sometimes I would sit down and wait for my nephew's wife until she leave 11 o'clock. So I will sit from 9 o'clock when the door is closed for the facility, and I will sit down and wait for my nephew's wife. She's a nurse, and I will wait on her until around 11:30 when she clock out. So you see, people, sacrifice is a thing when you come to this country, or when you migrate to any other country. You have to make some sacrifice if you want to make it in this place. You have to sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice your eyes. You have to sacrifice a lot of things. But that's all the thing was for me. That's all I got all of that money to do the filing. And my son helped me. He helped me with my daughters. So we worked together to get them up here quick and fast. My daughter filing took about a year. And Mr. Francis' own took about a year and a month. Because, you know, his thing was delayed because of two things, as I mentioned in the other video. I forgot to submit a document that you have to submit when you are married, when you're filing for a spouse. And then the USCIS wanted some letters from people who know us to say yes, that the marriage was bona fide. So I had to send all of that. So it did delay Mr. Francis' document. I got you. When Mr. Francis went to the interview, before I get there, people, whenever you're filing for your spouse, please remember to document those conversations that you have. Take pictures of messages that you used to text to each other. It is very good. They need that for evidence. Sometimes they ask, sometimes they don't. But if they see like something is suspicious, they are going to ask you for all of them evidence, people. So please document your conversation, and also take a lot of pictures, take videos when you go on outing, when you visit each other, whether in the States or if that person come. Make sure you have all of those evidence, because they need it. I did all of that for Mr. Francis, because we used to talk a lot on WhatsApp. I do screenshot and I copied them, and he brought them to the interview, and they did ask for it. They questioned him about me, what kind of job I do, what I used to do in Jamaica first, what my son did. All of that, people, they asked him a lot of questions. They asked him how long we have been married, if we have any children together, how old is my daughter, if they get along, all of that, people. So please make sure that you are prepared. They asked him for pictures. He had to show them pictures. So you don't know what they're going to ask you for. Make sure you are prepared whenever your spouse file for you. You better have too much evidence than don't have at all. Than if they ask you for something and you don't have it. Please remember to go over the listing of the things that they tell you to bring to the interview. Very important, people, because if you leave one, they're going to reschedule, and sometimes you get a far date to reschedule. So you don't want that, people. Make sure you look on the list and carry. But Mr. Francis got you, as you know, because he's here. He said he was nervous, but everybody who go to the immigration or the consulate, they are nervous. It's like you're in front of a judge. I don't know why that place feels so tense, but it is. Even when you're going for your visiting visa, it's very tense. You're so on edge. But he got you, and I am happy. My daughter got you too. They didn't ask her much question. She didn't get her visa when she go for the interview because she didn't bring my marriage certificate. I didn't know that they wanted that because it wasn't on her list of documents that they need. But they asked her for it, and she didn't have it. They put her interview on hold until she submitted the marriage certificate. But funny thing is, when I send my marriage certificate, FedEx it, they text her and tell her, go and pick up our passport. It was approved, so I wasted my money and sent the marriage certificate in FedEx and it was approved. I don't know what was the misunderstanding, because as I said, it wasn't on the list of documents that they need, but they told her that they need it and they put the interview on pause. But yet still, a couple days after, she got the text that her thing was approved and she must come and pick up the visa. So both of them got their immigrant visa and they were happy. They were very happy. My daughter was so worried because they wanted that from her, and so she was very nervous. But I tell her just hold straight. You go and get through, man. That's how immigration work. So I'm not going to tell you not to be nervous, because it's nerve-wracking, but just keep cool. Keep your composure together. That's the advice I'm going to give you. Whoever is going through that process, that's the advice I'm going to give you. Try to keep your composure. It's nerve-wracking, but that too will pass. They went to pick up their visa. They give them a time to leave the country. Their time to leave the country wasn't as quick as mine. So Mr. Francis got time to wrap up certain things. Even though he was preparing from before, because we kind of know where we were at. Mr. Francis, I make sure to tell him, don't tell anybody that you're leaving. Only tell your boss. It's a thing with us in Jamaica. We don't like to tell people when we're leaving. I think that is bad luck. I think that is people are bad mind. People are envious. People are jealous. So I make sure to tell him, don't tell anybody that you're leaving. And whoever live on the compound, just tell them that you're going to visit your wife. Because he usually come up and visit. So at least they know that's not a lie. I said, tell them that you're going to visit your wife. And that's it. So ask, and normally they said, tell us when you're leaving, we give an eye on the house. So he did that, and they said, oh, we give an eye on the place for you until you come back, Mr. Francis. My daughter came up, but she didn't come to me. She went to her brother. She wanted to be in Pennsylvania, but I was in Florida at the time. So she went straight to Pennsylvania, and Mr. Francis came to Florida. People, it was a joyful time for me. But that's it, people. Until the next video, you will hear what happened. Okay, people? And then we're going to backtrack a little. Please, people, I'm asking to like. Touch up the like button, people. Share. Comment. Tell me your experience. Tell me your journey. Yeah, I would love to hear. And I know other people would love to hear your journey. But that's it until another video. Thank you for supporting Shar in America. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Until another video, I am out. Take care.